Alright there guys, Sowerz here again with another commentary, and I'm going to talk a bit about Modern Warfare 3 in this, because obviously Modern Warfare 3 is coming towards the end now, and so I just wanted to do this commentary just to kind of sum up my thoughts on the game, what it's done for our scene, and obviously Black Ops 2 is coming out soon, so I'll talk a bit about that. But another thing as well, we did say that once we hit 5,000 subscribers on the channel we would do a giveaway, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to be giving away a Roccat Kova gaming mouse, and I'll put a link in the description below so you guys can see what the mouse is like, stuff like that. But it's a really good gaming mouse. If you guys want to have a chance at winning that, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is follow my twitch.tv channel, which is twitch.tv/Sowerz_, and then once you've done that, tweet both my Twitter account and LukeJS's Twitter account, which will also be below. Just tweet us your username on Twitch, and that way you'll be entered for the competition. And obviously when we do a random selection, and if your username comes up, we'll check that you tweeted and that you follow the channel, and we'll give that out to whoever comes up first. So it's that simple, guys. Like I say, I'll put the details below in the description. So if you want a chance at winning that mouse, then there it is. There's the opportunity for you guys. But like I say, all the links will be below in the description, so check them out. But yeah, like I say, I'm going to talk about Modern Warfare 3, just kind of like a storyline in a way, like how it was for me and how I think the game kind of helped our scene. But at the same time, it wasn't the best kind of title. A lot of people didn't enjoy the game. It's a simple fact. And when the game first came out, we kind of realised straight away on the Rules Council that there's a severe lack of maps, there's a severe lack of everything really, like for competitive gaming. Not only was the land lobbies not there, but just the spawns just didn't suit a lot of the game types, so we had to stick with CTF, S&D eventually. So I mean, as much as Modern Warfare 3 has been a bad title, the scene has still grown, and a lot of teams came to events. The American teams came over. There's so much that Modern Warfare 3 has kind of benefited our scene in a way, but even so, like even though Modern Warfare 3 was not the best Call of Duty title, the scene grew, and that kind of just shows how strong Call of Duty is as a scene at the moment. Like, okay, it wasn't the best title, but our scene has still grown. It's still growing at a good rate. Like, we're expecting it to grow at. So going into Black Ops 2, I think that's why a lot of people have high expectations, because Modern Warfare 3 was okay. It wasn't the best title, but we still grew a lot in terms of views. I mean, the EGL8 stream was getting over 10,000 viewers. I heard it was 12,000 viewers at one point. Which, I mean, if you'd have told us that on while we were playing Black Ops, we'd have just laughed, because on Black Ops, I'm pretty sure the streams are getting like, what, 2,000 or 3,000 for the finals. And really, compared to 12,000, that's a huge growth in 1 year. What's that, like 4 or 5 times bigger, in terms of viewers. So it makes you think for Black Ops 2, if we keep growing at that same rate, we could be looking at almost, a lot bigger viewers, no doubt about it. I mean, Modern Warfare 3, the amount of LANs has been, I mean, I can't remember so many UK LAN events. I mean, I think this year has been the most events I've been to. I think I've been to 6. And then if I go to I-Series later on this year, it'll be 7. So that's a lot of events in 1 year. I mean, yeah, it's kind of weird to think that. Even though Modern Warfare 3, I mean, I speak to a lot of players, and people say like, oh yeah, I'm not playing Modern Warfare 3 again, and oh yeah, I've sold my copy and stuff like that, and yet the scene's still growing at the rate it has, and the American teams coming over has no doubt helped us. I mean, Black Ops, the way that European teams used to play was just so individual. Like on Black Ops, if you watch any gameplays back, people used to just run about themselves, just play their own game really. And yeah, some teams did have good teamwork, no doubt about it, but the teamwork that teams have today is just on another level, I think. In terms of the players just in general have understood a lot more about the game, and there's no doubt teams like Optic coming over to EGLs has kind of helped us with that. And it makes you think, like, next year, are the American teams going to come over for EGL? Because what, MLG, UMG, they're going to have all those events in America. And you've got to kind of think, are they going to come over for EGL? And if they don't come over for EGL, is that going to affect our scene? I mean, I don't think it will too much. Obviously, it'll be better if they do come over, and Optic may still come over for 1 or 2 events, as far as I'm aware. Maybe some other teams, I'm not sure, but it'll be kind of good to see how it goes when there's no American teams. It's just European teams at the event, and see how the viewership goes and things like that. But the first event is obviously I-47, and I mean, I think in some ways it's too early, because Black Ops 2 will hit and then it will release, and then there's what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks until I-47. I don't think that's enough time for people to like make judgments about the game. Like, oh, I-47 got say it got 40 teams or 30 teams, and people, you can imagine a lot of people will start judging it, but it's going to take a good few months before Black Ops 2 really hits and has an effect on public players. You got to think about the steps that public players are going to take from moving from publics into the competitive scene. And I did a video recently, obviously some of you might know if you've seen it, just kind of like helping players who are looking to get involved in the scene, because there's no doubt about it, like I-47 is just going to be like an Modern Warfare 3 event, I think, in terms of teams and viewers, because we're not going to be pulling new players in 3 weeks time. It's going to take a couple of months. So I mean, there's a lot to look forward to in Black Ops 2, but at the same time I think it's going to take a bit of time. Modern Warfare 3, you know, we didn't straight away at our first event get 12,000 viewers. It took, you know, a year later in a way to get those viewers, so it's going to take a while before Black Ops 2 really kicks in with that. But as much as Modern Warfare 3 has been kind of not really the best Call of Duty title, I've still enjoyed it. I'm sure the whole scene's probably grateful for like how much our scene's grown, because it's just insane how many teams we have now, how many people on the server forums, and yet Modern Warfare 3 was probably one of the worst Call of Duty titles we've seen. There's a lot of questions being thrown about Black Ops 2. Will it be a 2-year game? Should we ignore the next Infinity Ward title? I personally think we should ignore the next Infinity Ward title, no doubt about it, because every time that they release a game, they're just going to let us down, and it's just going to halt our scene. And you look at what Treyarch are doing, David von der Haar. I mean, first of all, getting Hastro on board as part of the development team just shows exactly what direction they want to take, and they're helping our scene. So personally, I think it is the best option, which is to make sure the scene is aware, okay, Black Ops is where we are staying. Black Ops is the esports Call of Duty in a sense. I kind of get the feeling that Infinity Ward are releasing the kind of like public gameplay style Call of Duty, and Black Ops is going to become the more serious esports style Call of Duty, and that's where the scene should be based at, on those two titles, I think. I don't think it's going to be like, because it's seen as like Call of Duty is released every year, but I think what it's going to turn out, hopefully, is, okay, 1 year there's going to be an Infinity Ward, Modern Warfare 4, whatever it's going to be called, and then the next year there's Black Ops. I don't think it's Call of Duty anymore. Even though it's the same game, I think Treyarch are aiming it towards esports, and then Infinity Ward are aiming it towards money. So personally, I think we should stick with the esports title every 2 years, and that is definitely the way to go with our scene, I think, personally, but people have different views on that, I guess. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to just talk a bit about that there. Obviously I was going to mention the giveaway, because that's mainly what this video is for. But with Modern Warfare 3 coming to a close, I'm still streaming it, like I say, and you know, playing Black Ops 1 and stuff like that. But with it coming to a close, I just wanted to kind of talk a bit about it, how it kind of benefited our scene in some ways, but at the same time, it wasn't the best game for us to be on, really. So I'm super hyped for Black Ops 2 anyhow, and I cannot wait for that game. So I will see all you guys on that game. I might do some more commentaries, I might do some question and answers actually and stuff like that. I might tweet out and ask people for questions in the build up. But yeah, hopefully you guys are going to enjoy the rest of this gameplay, because it's just a pick up scrim that I streamed the other day. But yeah, like I say, make sure you check out the links below for the giveaway if you guys want to enter that. And yeah, good luck with that. I will see you guys next time. Please drop the video a like, and thanks a lot for watching.